Are we about to see the next Great Depression? And coming in from Bloomberg, Evergrande contagion fear returns as bonds tumble below 30 cents. The sell-off is spilling over to other Chinese developers, and investors are watching for signs of government intervention. And we've now got some updated information for you. And coming in from Zero Hedge, doomsday for Evergrande arrives as creditors demand immediate payment. Bonds no longer eligible collateral. Now, Evergrande is the largest property developer in China. Just days after Evergrande's bonds hit new all-time lows after China's Lehmann warned that the company with over $300 billion in debt, which many view as systematically important for China, the sell-off accelerated further following news of a mini bank run, as several key creditors demand immediate repayment and as Evergrande bonds are no longer accepted as collateral. As Bloomberg first reported last Friday, at least two of Evergrande's largest non-bank creditors have demanded immediate repayment of some loans, adding a liquidity run to the growing insolvency strains at the world's most indebted developer. The two creditors are trust companies which pull money from wealthy individual investors and have been a major source of shadow financing for Evergrande and other Chinese developers. The trust sent repayment notices to Evergrande over the past 2 months after becoming concerned about the property giant's financial health. Trust loans often include terms that allow creditors to demand early repayment if certain conditions are met, such as sales targets, ratings downgrades, or lawsuits. One of the trusts has so far received only a small portion of the money owed by Evergrande, Bloomberg reported. The size of the loans involved couldn't immediately be learned. So what's happening in China? China have got a huge debt bubble. Property developers like Evergrande are highly indebted and are building, as we know, they've been building properties, cities, ghost towns with no one in them. And China, the Beijing have been purging a lot of the wealthy Chinese and nationalizing a lot of firms. Could this be another nationalization? I don't know. This is huge. If the People's Bank of China don't come in and rescue, and bondholders take a hit on this, and Evergrande go under, this is also going to have an impact for Australia because Evergrande, as I said, is the largest property developer in China and therefore use a lot of steel, a lot of iron ore, and a lot of commodity products from Australia. This will also have another impact on global financial markets and debt markets in particular. And this story just keeps on going. Evergrande bonds now halted amid a liquidation panic as contagion spreads to other Chinese junk. With algos busy chasing upward momentum in futures and global stocks, the biggest, if largely ignored story, remain the ongoing collapse of China's Lehman, the $300 billion plus China Evergrande. We're following our earlier reports that a bank run emerged among creditors of the biggest and most indebted Chinese developer as its bonds were no longer eligible collateral in the repo market after a ratings downgrade. On Monday, the rout went from bad to catastrophic as various Evergrande bonds crashed amid a liquidation frenzy, prompting China's stock exchanges to halt trade. The Shanghai Stock Exchange said in a statement that it had temporarily suspended trading in China. Evergrande's group 6.98% July 2022 corporate bond following abnormal fluctuations. The exchange had also suspended trading in the bond on Friday. So guys, I just wanted to put this out there. If you haven't heard about this story in China, this Evergrande story, they're the biggest property developer in China. They're the most indebted property developer in China. And they are collapsing before our very eyes. And this is going to have contagion effects within the financial system, within economies, especially Australia. We're going to be hit hard with this. Obviously, keep an eye on it. keep an eye on it, see what the PBOC and the Chinese Communist Party do about it, or if they just allow it to collapse. I'm hearing all sorts of different stories how this plays out. So keep an eye on this because, as I said, I believe we're in an inflationary decade ahead. Could be a very much on the stagflation type environment, but this could be that black swan event that Palantir talked about. And it just so happens that right now there's an actual black swan in Tiananmen Square right now. I'm not joking. Check this out. So we are literally seeing a black swan in Tiananmen Square. No jokes. Go online, you can have a look at it. There's a black swan in Tiananmen Square. I don't know. Is this the black swan that Palantir was talking about? Why they bought gold? Anyway, guys, keep a close eye on this. I just wanted to share this because this could have massive consequences in global financial markets and in the global economy. So, yeah. Anyway, guys, let me know what your thoughts are in the comments below. Hit that like button. If you haven't subscribed, do so, and hit that notification bell. Take care, everyone, and I'll see you again on another episode of Finance Uncut.